Alright, so I'm sure you guys just saw the other video of the GE doing a cold start. So, this morning, when I wake up later on this morning, we're going to try another experiment. So, Jordan Yu did it first. And then that's what gave me the idea to try it on an R22 unit. So, Jordan Yu has a 10,000 BTU Frigidaire, and he did a cold start in 27 degrees. And yes, the compressor was quieter, because the lubrication's a little different because of the viscosity of the oil. The oil's got more viscosity since it's a lot colder outside. And especially like if you got an R22 unit like mine, chances are you're gonna find mineral oil in the compressor. Now a 410A unit like Jordan's Frigidaire, you're gonna find POE oil, polyurethane oil. So, with the weather, we're going to try an experiment with the weather wheel. So, we tried it on my GE, which is in the window. I keep it in year-round. We just clean it out in the spring. And I wondered to myself, since my GE's got a Samsung rotary, what about my weather wheel, since it has a Tecumseh AJ? So, guys know how a reciprocating compressor works. Obviously, it's a piston compressor. So they're much more reliable. Like modern rotaries, they tend to break down pretty damn quick. Depending on whether or not the unit is serviced. But Tecumseh AJs, they last a lifetime. So we're going to try an experiment. And we're going to see if the weather wheel has a different performance result when we start it up on a cold start. So what we're going to do is we're going to cold start, we're going to let it get cold, and then what we're going to do, once we start to see it starting to freeze up, we're going to turn the condenser's fan off. We're going to turn off the fan for the condenser. We're going to shut that off for maybe a couple minutes, let it build up head pressure, and we're going to let it go to about maybe 150 degrees is what I usually like to get it up to. And I always like keep the fans on like high, because got to keep those coils from getting too hot. But then too, if you have for too long, you're gonna be back at square one. So we're gonna keep the fans on low. That way it runs nice and hot, and it'll give us some heat in the shop, along with the space heater, which will keep the weather wheel warm, by the way. That way it doesn't click out on cold by accident. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that experiment coming up later on this morning. And catch you guys for the experiment. So thank you for watching. Joe's HVAC Fishing and Rail Fan Productions. We'll see you in the HVAC production this morning.